I still do this every single night? Why do I refresh it like it owes me right? Why do I believe it when it lies to my face? Exhausted, exhausted, same damn place. Sail too soon, miss the moon. Hold too long, write the wrong song again, again. Exhausted, exhausted again. Sell or hold, same old trap, same old cold. Exhausted, exhausted. One more night, one more fight. Exhausted, say goodnight. I stare at the line like it's gonna confess. Green for a heartbeat, then red like a mess. Why do I keep coming back to the same screen? Exhausted, exhausted, living the dream. Is it worth it or just stupid? Is it over or just muted again? Again. Exhausted, exhausted again. Sell or hold, same old trap, same old cold. Exhausted, exhausted. One more night, one more fight. Exhausted, say goodnight. Exhausted. Exhausted. Again. Again. One more night. Or good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Road Dog Crypto pre-show stream, where we like to play with our dingalings. That was mine, and I feel good about it. Tonight we are pleased to present the official music video for FOMO Funeral. It was created by one of you, Ave Medina. A very generous shout out for his video production skills. Let's get into it. Gosh darn it, Sean, hit the button. Here we go, FOMO Funeral.
Ding dong. Ding dong. I light a candle for every pump I missed. Little screenshot coffin laid out like this. FOMO in a black suit carrying the weight of the coin that's now worth a house and a date. I stand at the grave in my pajamas and socks, crying over pixels while I sip cheap coffee. FOMO funeral. Ding dong. Missed it again. Ding dong. FOMO funeral. Ding dong. Missed it again. Ding dong. Another green spike, another funeral bell. Another should have bought, another private hell. I bury the hope, I bury the dream, I bury the chance to be on the winning team. The eulogy short, just a sigh and a shrug. Another pump gone, another missed drug. FOMO funeral. Ding dong.
taking control.
I could go to sleep. I could do anything, but I'm
This good-ass coffee is out of this world.
that never knew my name. Hoping 20T sleeps brings a resurrection game. FOMO funeral. Missed it again. FOMO funeral. Missed it again. Ding dong.
The morning's gray, the clock's a phone. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow. Good ass coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up is good ass coffee in your cup. Maybe I held too long.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, frogs and squirrels, welcome to Late Night Crypto with the Road Dog. Sorry about the confusion on the switch over. It's our producer over here, Sean Big Thumbs, and all them button pushings and lack of. Therefore, I'm just laying the blame out where it belongs, Sean. You suck, Road Dog. You know it was you. Anyway, welcome to the stream, everybody, where we take full accountability for our misactions. No, you don't. You lied. Shut up, Sean. Hey, glad to have you here, everybody. It's hanging out. Good to see you. The featured video, this is our first music video produced by one of you guys. I haven't seen him here tonight, but Ave Medina, FOMO Funeral. You can rewind if you want to catch it in its entirety. We may play it again at the end screen because I don't know why not. But now we got an official music video out there, and you've seen it here first, as far as I know. Shout out to Ave for his excellent production work. So it says, dude, you're killing it with the music video. Well, that was not me. That was all Ave's work right there. And he mentioned something in one of the streams before, and then last night I said, man, if you want to do it, go ahead. I don't know if he had already had something put together, but today it was there ready to go. So shared it with you. And I'm curious to see how he's going to respond when he sees it play out here. And he's probably got it on his stream, his channel too. He's putting up a lot of videos and music videos over there. So good work, Ave. That was awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're watching Bitcoin do what Bitcoin does, and that is fake people out and dump and all that other good kind of stuff. Got a trend line from a much bigger time frame that cut through a lot of wicks and everything, and clearly we're breaking that little guy. I think when we zoom out to the bigger time frames, probably the 4 hour, kind of get a look at what's going on. Yeah, that's my trend line, and you saw what it looks like on the smaller time frames. It's just we're breaking on through. So let's break down just kind of concisely what's happening with Bitcoin. Whether you're going from the wicks to the wicks or the bodies to the bodies, you still get basically almost the same trend line. We may be coming back down to retest this guy because, well, that's just what happens when you get a breakout. And we did over here, but sometimes that's just not enough to satisfy the little bastards. Or we might just be in our little wiki wick range over here for this trend line to be able to break back into it on the 4 hour. Could be happening that way. We've done pretty good. We made higher highs, all except this little guy right here. It didn't get any higher. Or did it? It barely got, it did get, technically it got higher. I will give you the credit where it's due. It came up and hit our Fibonacci target perfectly. That was amazing. I believe the 886 Fibonacci pull from high to low there. And here we are. Well, we got the value area, the whatever. What are you called again? The fixed volume range tool pulled out here, and you can see that we have lost the point of control. That means that according to that theory, we might be heading back toward this area or possibly lower. It's a pretty neat little tool to have in a range idea. But we made a higher low over here from this one. We made a our high so far here. We're looking for a nice little higher low on the trend line that we currently have established right here. We got 1 hump, 2 hump. I usually look for a 3 hump before we get our dump. Doesn't mean it always happens that way, but that's generally what I'm looking for. So those are some signs saying, hey man, maybe we can catch a break over here. But let's come down to the smaller time frames and see what they're saying, because they're looking frisky. And I don't know if I mean frisky in a good way or not. The best thing that I've got coming down here on the 1 hour is a shot in the dark kind of concept, with the non-moving average still being above the 21 and the 50. None of those are cross bearish, meaning we can slingshot our little happy asses right back up here. This be some kind of little scare tactic. But I don't see the volume over here making that so I'm just having to kind of look at this just like everybody else and say, what the hell is going on here? What did I walk into? So I want to take this trend line and put it more toward these guys on some candle bodies. It gives us a little bit of wiggle room, which we're testing right now, as we see. Come down to the smaller time frames, like a 15-minute, and see if we can get any semblance of what we might be actually trying to do here. Oh, I left some things up on the screen there. Man, I'm FOMO. The river trade, says PMO. 2x on river. 2x might do it, man, because I'm telling you, even 7x or 5x on that gets a little tricky with river. The volatility in that coin, man. I tried to trade it, and then my trade's gone. It's either stopped out or whatever, and I forget about it. Forget about river. I will take a look at river tonight. We got you over here, people. Let me put up my little marker in the chat here. You can, if you got some coins that you would like to take a look at. Maybe you see something that's an interesting setup. Maybe you got a question about something. Maybe it's just your favorite coin. You want to take a look at it. Whatever the reason may be, we can do that. River's going to go on our list tonight. Take a look at. But right now, looking at Bitcoin, she's coming back to retest a trend line area support, diagonal support, or diagonal support area. Hopefully, she will hold. I mean, at this point in the game, I mean, we usually just pull our fibs out and hope for the best. So we're at a 382 from this level. We dropped down to a 0.5. That would be a good place if we're trying to stair step up. Okay, so we're at a nice area where we might get a little something over here. Our moving averages suggest we might get a little something over here too. It's just the cloud that's being a bitch about it. Cloud's not happy about it. But if we're looking at the price structure that we had from our last point of support, made a nice W, and then we flagged out above it, or consolidated above it's a better term. I think we used the word flags a little bit too much here, where maybe something's not a flag and we just call it a flag, and then everybody calls it a flag, and suddenly we got a lot of, almost misinformation going on. It did consolidate over here. Have you seen those gurus out here that will give you like the both sides scenario, giving you look. Okay, let me show you this. This is one of the craziest things I see here on YouTube. I only see one person do this, but I don't know. Some other people pick up the bad habits from these people. But you see how they go, look, it's a shoulder, head, and a shoulder telling you that it's going down. Yeah, you see that? Well, it did, didn't it? Yeah, but they also go. They also like to look. It's a inverted, a shoulder ahead and a shoulder to the upside. It's a freaking range, is what it is. It's a freaking range. Can't we just look at it like that? Because that's really what it kind of played out at. I mean, that to me, for somebody coming into the market and being told that, that gives you instant analysis paralysis, right? Which is it? Is it the inverted head and shoulder, or is it the regular head and shoulder? Well, since price was coming up, the inverted head and shoulder should not even be coming out of one's mouth. I mean, for real, that's a bottom reversal pattern. It wouldn't be coming up and playing out like this. So. But anyway, you still get that kind of stuff. So whether you want to look at this as a triple or quadruple top, since there's 4 of them, I would say it's quadruple, wouldn't you? That's how my math educates. But we did get a breakdown from a range area right here, and she's breaking down like crazy right now. She's running for the border, $67,500 and dropping. And our moving average is starting to flip-flop over here, dropping below the 50. One on the 15-minute time frame. So we're back down here to these little areas, man, where we got this W. So we look a little bit to the left and see where we've been. We can see where we might be getting some possible support over here. Right in this juicy area. It might happen. It needs to happen. If it doesn't hold, I mean, we got some moving averages saying, hey, man, might be coming down to this area. And that also gets into some of our Fibonacci areas that we might be catching some support on as well. Bitcoin giving us a kind of a weekend kind of feel, kind of vibe here on Tuesday, right? Today's Tuesday, right? Because it's going to be Thursday in a day or so. I know it. I just feel it. It's right around the corner. Thursday follows me around like a sick puppy. Wait a minute. Sick puppy's kind of just lay in a corner and don't do nothing. Now that I think about it. That was probably a bad example. It follows me around like a horny puppy. They'll come after you. In a very loving, affectionate way. It's just usually leaves skid marks. Or something. Slug trails. I don't know. Anyway. I'm here watching Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame. Go up and go down. Go up and go down. The most concerning thing, everyone, is the lower high that we got because we couldn't get past this area about 70 or 69, 60, almost 69,000. Couldn't get, you just went up and got a taste of the 69 and said, nope, this is not for me. And said, no, I'll try. No, it's 4 times tried, but finally decided, no, just not ready for the 69 yet, and started to come down. So now we're hanging around 67. And again, from our Fibonacci pulls that we got from low to bottom, we're at a nice little area for support. And I think if we come down to the smaller time frames, are we seeing it happen already? Oh my God, the 3-minute gave us a reaction. Will it stick? It's just the 3-minute. Don't get your panties in a wad. Maybe it will stick. Is there a trade to be had here, you little trading freak? There is. If you want to try to buy close to the trend line and put your stops below it, you'll know pretty soon if it's going to work out or not. Invalidation points just a few percentage points below, and that is one of my trading strategies. So, is it worth it right now? I mean, seriously. That's why I want to take a look at some of the bigger time frames and see what they have to offer us. And they're kind of suggesting that maybe not be worth it right now. Maybe we got some downward sell pressure going on over here. 2 hour, 1 hour, still coming down, stochastics. Chances of it working out for me are not that great, unless it's just very, very short term. If I'm just trying to scalpy. So we got a lot of resistance right up under here. So what are we looking at? We're going to come up a little bit of what? Oh, a whopping 0.5%. Well, that'll make me rich on Bitcoin. We're got a perfect setup to come. Remember that channel or that range we were in to come up and come back under it, right? For a bearish retest. So I don't really. That's the bearish scenario, or one of the bearish scenarios, I guess, other than dropping straight down. Or we're making our higher low and bouncing off this area of support, 236. We're going to go up and surpass that area. And I don't know. The bigger time frames are not as happy that they want to do anything. But the Degens in me says, well, hell, it's a trade. And I'm like, well, you got a point. Is it worth it, though? And I don't know. I'm going to come over here to my little trading account where I've got a short going on Bitcoin, which is a small short, but at least it's up a little bit. It's probably a good place to take a little bit of profit over here on this little guy, although it looks like you're trying to roll over. What time frame are you over here? Oh, 3 minute? For real? You don't look like you're very excited to break out, mister. You look like you're ready to roll over. Maybe I should add to my short instead of trying to go long. I mean, I'm just saying, you look pitiful, dude. On this smally ass time frame. Look at that. Look how pitiful it looks. So to enter a trade on this idea, in my personal opinion, I mean, if we're going to put our trader hats on rather than just our little show person hat on, you got to be a little bit more. You could go long. You could go long. I would want to see it break over this 100 moving average. That would be my trigger here. It may be above the 9. I hope it is, but 9 crossing that 100 would definitely be a nice one too. If it did that, I could go with a relatively short stop loss over here and start looking for the upsides over here. We got targets still way over here, but just going to the top of the range, just the very top. What we got? That's a 5 to 1 just to get back over there. Why not take that? Probably looking for a scalp trade here because, gosh darn it, that's about all the hell there is to do in a damn range, and that just usually gets you chopped up. This would be one of the better targets, the more realistic targets to shoot for right here. What does that look like for a trade setup, mister? Does that look good? That's a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. That's doable as long as I don't get stopped out and I get on the right side of it. What are you doing over here, Mr. Bitcoin, though? Are you... What would be the other idea? Well, let's do the short setup. Or the short setup? Yeah. Let's do a short setup. Short setup would be going in. Stop losses. Well, this was our last high. That would be comfortably where we would put them as a support resistance flip right there at that 382. That doesn't give us very much to work with here, right? We can't use as much leverage if we're going to do something like that. I mean, you can go down here if you want, tighter if you want. It doesn't take very much to be wrong on that. So either way, I don't know. We'll start over here. And if we do come down, where are we coming down to? I mean, hell, We've already came down this far. How much further can we go? So there's a chance we might be coming down to retest the breakout area, which I've got down here about 66.8, right down here. That would give us a 3-to-1 risk-to-reward ratio for that big-ass stop loss. So we could go for a shorty short right there. Could happen. Or if you wanted to tighten up the things and put it right above that area right there, that gives you a 7 to 1. Well, that's cool. Let's come over here to Bitcoin small time, 1 minute, so I can see what she's trying to do over here. We are on the 1 minute time frame, 9 cross the 21. She's tried. Now, this could be a bear flag idea. It could be an inverted head and shoulders to the upside. There's a lot of things. Now, which is it? Is it a bear flag or an inverted head and shoulders? One tells you price is going up. The other one tells you price is going down. That's why your guru can come back the next day and say, see, I told you. So to me, I'm gonna play this one for the long and long, and if I see it go shorty short, I will probably flip the flop. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna flip the flop if it goes short on me. All right, well let's try this. I've got, what have I got over here? 22x leverage. It's a very small one. I'm actually going to bump you up to. I'm going to try 30. Sometimes 30 is a little, but within my parameters of tight stop losses, I think I can do 30. Now, technically, I could move my stop, but it could easily come in outside of this little trend line, and because it wicks out below. So I don't want to get too tight with my stop loss, but I don't want to be too loose either. I can only lose so much over here, if there is anything to lose. My stop losses. Where we got 67, what is that? 67, 778, something like that. 67, 778. Okay, that gives me, I'm risking, for my tiny account, that's actually more than my 1%, I think, at the moment. But $1, that's the limit that I'm going to do for $100 an account. And where take profit is at 69,200-ish, 69,198. I want to front run it. So I'm risking $1 to make $1.50. That just sounds kind of sucky to me. That doesn't sound, that's your 3 to 1? They're 3 to 1? Really? Wow. That sounds like a 1.5 to me. That does not sound appealing to me. 60. Did I get the right one? 69.19. Yeah, I did. I got the right stop loss in at 67,768. That's not good enough for me. The only thing I could do is I could work my stop loss. because I don't have to have it down that low, but I'm also asking to be stopped in a little bit. But I'm not going to increase my position size because I'd rather just lower my stop loss amount. So maybe take that in the half. If it breaks below, if it makes a lower low than this and a lower low than it made over here, and it would have to break the trend line to do that, it pretty much invalidates my idea, and we're starting to set up and roll over for the short idea. So I could do that. Let's come over here and see, and that gives me an 8-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and I'm like, now you're talking. 67976, 67976. Well, that gives me 60 cents to make $1.40, and that's more closer to 3-to-1. It's okay. I'll take that. I'll try that. I'll try that one. What? Your order exceeds the maximum price limit. What the hell do you mean? Oh my! Because I got to. I meant to market you, you little bastard. We got to go through all this crap again. Well, that's when people start clicking off. 67,966. The trigger price is 67,198, right? All right, so we go long. Did your 69,201? Okay. Where are we having problems right here? 67,966. That's where we are. Oh, I see what your problem is. It 66? I'm getting some different prices over here than what we got. Why is it doing that? That's kind of weird. All right, I'm having some problems over here. I'm not really sure what's going on. Okay, that's got me. Something's messed up with my numbers over here. I am not getting a reading on the price over here like I'm supposed to. So I see we're at 67.6. It's telling me we already broke down. What the hell? That was just freaking weird. All right, so I'm losing the interest of people here.
Woke up to a green candle.
That is way off.
It was Christmas.
That was a. All right, yeah, something's wrong over here with this exchange. Let's refresh this little guy. What the hell happened over here? Oh, there we go. Well, see, wouldn't that have been nice to know while I was doing my little trade setup? Yeah, little bastard. Now I should have. You went for my short. That was supposed to be my short. So all this time over here, or is that from somewhere else? Jeez, I feel like. Well, what kind of show is this if we give out information like that? Hopefully we got a trend line here. That's a bear trap, and this is retesting it. Yeah, I'm not liking this setup. We're definitely moving up a stop loss. This is not the trade that I thought I was getting into here. So what had happened? I had to refresh the blowfin thing, and now I'm getting like, oh, what the hell is all this? My whole trade setup is totally different now. Well, that's kind of messed up. Yeah, I just kind of want you to just get out whenever it's convenient for you there, because I don't think you're going to quite make it. I don't think you're going to quite make it. Hopefully, but I'm not. But that was a screw up, if I could say so. Let's zoom out over here. So, okay, so we're still looking at the idea where we're bouncing off of this trend line and trying to go up a little bit. I don't know. Looking at the trend line idea, yeah, we're at a bottom and we should try to go for higher highs. And looking at this over here, we should. But my moving averages and some of these other indicators are just making me think we're like we got to go up for a little bit and then have a rollover. And I hope that's not what we're seeing here. Well, that was an adventure in hell right there. And now we got 20 people. Yeah, we finally got a trade in, right? But that was messed up. There's another way to screw up a small account. We like to show you demonstrations live, how you can easily lose money and how to... Jeez. Medina says, back in 30 minutes, gotta go to work. There's Ave. How you doing, Ave? Good to see you, my man. We premiered your video, FOMO funeral, at the intro of the show, second half of it. John Gregory says, have you released these tunes you're playing tonight? The ones that are playing right now, yeah. The ones earlier, probably not. I've been slow on releasing stuff lately. But the one we're listening right now, The Bull Runs a Fairy Tale, that album, that's the last one that I put out. Maybe this week I can get my Greedy High album out there. That's more of a hip-hop album. And actually, that one should be playing here pretty soon. I'm just going through the chat. We have a shout out to everybody here. We got EMO, we got Strega Heart in the chat. I don't think I've done this yet, right? Strega in the chat. Give a shout out to you, my man. PMO is in the chat. Shout out to you, my man. And I saw, yeah, there's Dave P. Dave P's in the house. Good to see you, Dave. Glad to have you here. And we also got Joe from Trade Intuition, fellow YouTuber, streams before I do at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not checking him out, go check him out. I try to catch him before my stream, before I have to go upstairs and downstairs and run things around and get things set up. I got him playing in the background. I heard something that it sounded interesting. It sounded like a challenge. It sounded like a challenge between him and me, Davian. I didn't get the specifics of it, but it sounded interesting. Yeah, I'll probably have to rewind and go catch all of that right there. All right, well, let's take a look at our total 3 indice over here. We're watching Bitcoin. This is a pattern for pattern traders. It has got 3 or more touches on one side and 2 touches on the other, making it a valid pattern. And this is the bullish megaphone, which has a common tendency, or one of the things that I look for on this particular pattern is called the point of decline, or partial decline, partial decline, and that's where it just kind of goes sideways, and that's usually right before it breaks up, and they have a 72% chance, according to Thomas Bukowski, of breaking up to the upside. And these are statistics you can verify. I did not pull them out of my ass like a typical YouTube crypto guru would. 68% for every damn thing. That's what you're going to hear, and I'm sorry, but if you go in there thinking those numbers are real, you're just getting a sales pitch. But there is a measure move that we can take from this little guy, and there's also several different ways to do it, but a little cheap way is just to go from the high up there to the top of that little guy, and it's trying to tell us that we might have a chance to come up to here, and then again, we might not, but that's a good ballpark figure. Be trying to work our little happy asses back up here about 850 billion if we can get a little love here. Now, that does not mean that we're going up there. It just means 72% chance that we can break to the upside. I have seen these things come up and then roll over and get back into the down pattern and go down again. They can do that. But this looks pretty good and pretty juicy. There's just no volume here to give us a little spurt up, and that's really what we need to see. altcoins are still in trouble from losing this major trend line back over here. That has not changed. Now the quick drop that we had down says that we can probably come up a little quicker, hang out around here because we did. That might be, you know, a little pit stop area, and then quickly start coming back up. Another one of those little areas right over here. But because we're below this trend line, that's also the area we might roll over. So the hopeful situation for altcoins, in my personal opinion, is that maybe if we can get some traction going into this week and the next few weeks, we're already headed toward the middle of this week. That happens tomorrow, right? Today's Tuesday, so tomorrow's Wednesday. That's setting us up for the weekend, blah, 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 whatever. So I don't know. Can we charge us up for the weekend? I don't think, I mean, we've been sitting here waiting for this forever. This may take several weeks to happen. I don't see anything just juicy great out of altcoins at this point in time right now. Another reason why altcoins are not that juicy is because Bitcoin dominance is now on a tear, making higher highs. So we bounced off support. It did not fall through to go down like we need to happen for altcoins. Instead, we keep heading back up toward this yellow section, which we've done for the past 2 damn years and can't seem to get away from the little effer. And so we just keep, altcoins just keep dying, and Bitcoin just keeps hanging right over here, so close to the 618 Fibonacci area. I don't get it. Why can't you just die, Bitcoin dominance? So every time it makes these lower highs over here and lower lows, and we still keep coming back up, man. And this is not good for altcoins. Well, couple that with whatever's going over here. Now, this is stablecoin dominance, and to me, I think we got to set up. There's a possible harmonic setup that could bring us down, and once it gets down here, then it would pop up. But if this comes down, that could be good for altcoins. Could be, because money be coming out of stablecoins, going either Bitcoin or altcoins, or good Lord, whatever else they got that they can do with stablecoins these days. That's our other competition. Because you know Wall Street's going to be trying to get your stable coin too. Hell yeah. All this free crypto money? Hell yeah. Suck it dry. That's trillions of dollars over here to suck dry out of crypto. They want that. Stablecoin's a good way for them to get their fingers in there. Well, let's take a look at a few altcoins. 26 people hanging out with me. Thank you so much.
Those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, now that I got 26 people of you hung out in the room, I think that I can force feed you to watch all these video for our music video. You guys interested? I don't want to force it on you. Are you guys interested? We'll take a let's take a poll. Let's take a poll. Hey, this is me running quick. Want to see our new music video? FOMO funeral by Ave Medina, and that way, yeah, we'll take a poll. All right, so I'm gonna let the poll run while I come over here and start chatting. I'm gonna take a look at River. What are you doing, man? If you're up at $20, I swear I'm gonna scream. Oh my God, you're at 18. Ah! Close enough. Because I remember River being at 12, and I'm like, it could be had to start $18. We said that. It was actually, where's our chart? I got River charts around here somewhere. Apparently, I cannot. Oh, I know what I did. I'm still in my indice thing, aren't I? I got to go back to total 3. I do this all the time. Let's take a look at River. This is River on MEXC 18.7. But she's getting close to some resistance right there, but it could go on up to what, $21? This one is so hard to trade. And here it is on the 4 hour. Here's your warning signs. Man, she is topped out, overbought. Very overbought there. There's also some bearish divergence trying to form there locally. If you're in it, you might be able to still ride it up for a little bit more profit. But if you're thinking, oh man, I wouldn't get this one because it's doing good, that's a flag to the upside, I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust it. But you got a trend. You can try it. Yeah, I can try it. Well, I guess we can try it. We got a trend line. I do buy the bottom of trend lines if I got a nice one. 1 hump, 2 hump, 3 hump, 4 we dumped up. Try to look for that. Just remember, you know, you also had a trend line over here that kind of busted. So that means that we got all this area through here that could still be resistance. That's still more upside. Are we going to FOMO into a buy high, sell higher trade? This is not a good trade. I mean, it's a risky trade because you're at a top where a lot of people are looking at shorting this little bastard right up here through this little range. But you're gosh darn so close to where my stop loss could minimize. I might do a little Degen scalp trade on river. We'll try it. See what the parameters are. Looking at that idea, because you're right on it. You're right on it. All right, let's get some targets and, well, hell, let's just, what will the moon boys do? They take a measured move from here and then they take it over here. Look, we can break out and then they do this. They'll take it and they'll put it somewhere else. And I never have figured that shit out. Never have figured that out. I don't know the point behind that. I'm like, why did you even take a measured move if you're going to do that? You guys ever seen anybody do that? $27 is not going to happen. I was looking at 21, to be honest with you. Wasn't that what we were looking at, 21? I'll tell you what, let's zoom out because we got to have a target. We don't have a target to go to. I was actually looking over here at 2250, testing the 360 moving average and the resistance we got up overhead there. So about 2288 is what I'm getting. Is it worth it? And she's starting to move already on me. Yeah, I can get a 7-1 out of that one. All right, I got 5x on you. And since I'm getting the smallest, I'll go 10x because I've got such a tight stop loss. Not going to do anything too crazy, but. All right, stop loss is very tight, extremely. Was that a limit? Oh, come on. I don't like that. That sucks. So my stop loss is extremely tight. See if we can zoom in over here. So I'm going to put it right underneath these candles over here, and it's also below my trend line. Give me some extra wiggle room above the 200 and the 100 moving averages. They're flip-flop bearish, so we can come and wick below this is what that tells me. And it might well do it. So my stop loss is there, and then of course my take profit is going to be brought over here. And if I win this trade, I get $4 out of it, and if I lose it, I only lose 67 cents on this tiny ass account, and hopefully it'll do something. I'm in a silver trade, boring AF, but silver's starting to move, and so far so good. Since it was down at $78 and she started doing a little bit of a turnaround W pattern over here coming out, testing it for support and everything. So I'm this is on a very small time frame. Looking for some silver love over here if we can start getting back up to around $100. I should just go ahead and put my take profit over there. So that one's up a whopping 17%. Awesome. And the only other thing I got going on is a Bitcoin short, which probably needs to. What are you doing, Bitcoin? Are you doing okay, or how you doing? Trying to short Bitcoin over here. and it's wanting to try to. I don't know either. Want to go up or go down, George? All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me come over to the old chat over here. What we got? So, want to see our new music video, FOMO Funeral by Avi Medina? 91% of you say yes. Well, majority rules. The chat has spoken. All right, let me go to the. Can I do it from here? I can do it from here, I think. I think I can. All right, let me. I haven't really got all this stuff set up just yet. All right, I think we got it right here. I think it'll play in the background.
Ding-dong.
All right, I think I like it. I think it will play in the background.
Ding-dong. Ding-dong. I light a candle for every pump I missed. Little screenshot coffin laid out like this. FOMO in a black suit carrying the weight of the coin that's now worth a house and a date. I stand at the grave in my pajamas and socks, crying over pixels while I sip cheap coffee. FOMO funeral. Ding dong. Missed it again. Ding dong. FOMO funeral. Ding dong. Missed it again. Ding dong. Another green spike, another funeral bell. Another should have bought, another private hell. I bury the hope, I bury the dream, I bury the chance to be on the winning team. The eulogy short, just a sigh and a shrug. Another pump gone, another missed drug. FOMO funeral. Ding dong, missed it again. Ding dong, FOMO funeral. Ding dong, missed it again. Ding dong.
There it is.
I could close the
It's
app.
about taking control.
I could go to sleep. I could do anything, but I'm
This good-ass
here
coffee is out of this
mourning
world.
coins that never knew my name. Hoping 20T sleeps brings a resurrection game. FOMO funeral. Ding dong, missed it again. Ding dong, FOMO funeral. Ding dong, missed it again. Ding dong. Ding dong.
Well, all right. Shout out to Avi. Excellent, excellent. That's our boy right there. Wasn't it awesome? Got 32 people in the chat. Thank you for hanging out, everybody.
For those of
Just
you
missed-
that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you.
yeah,
Thank you
just
very
missed
much.
Mr. Awesome video release, who was produced by Avi Medina right here in the chat with us. Hi, Mikey says, sweet video. Well, thank you very much. Avi says, thank you. Avi is shining tonight. It might even take a look at the good-ass coffee ad here again. All right, so only spot long on exchanges. I'm just going back and checking out the chat over here, just seeing. Shout out to all you guys hanging out with us. I'm not seeing any corn request right here. Society X says most of your stables are staking on Kraken. That's something I haven't done, is stake my stable coins. I was going to do it oh man, I was about to take a big chunk of money and put into UST because everybody was staking it. UST staking that in Luna. Oh, and the thing that held me up was the money coming from the bank. it didn't get the transfer in time for that to happen. That and a little ADHD kind of procrastination or procrastination, however you want to look at it. I was really looking into that. Ever since then, I hadn't really had the desire to stake my stablecoin, probably because of how a close call that was. But I mean, there hasn't been anything like that before, and staking it is a good thing. And the banks are not liking it. That's what they're trying to make illegal, is for there's a loophole where the exchanges might be able to get away from it, but the banks aren't happy about it. But they don't want people to offer that. They don't want the issuers of stablecoin to offer staking or any kind of rewards on your stablecoin. And I'm like, well, hell, they're having the whole damn thing. The banks only have to hold 10%, and they get the ones that get to give you percentage on stuff. But the people who take the full risk of everything, they can't. That sounds like some bull crap. And besides, if the banks would be competitive, that's the problem, right? They want to give you 0.025% when you can get 4 to 11% on some of these other platforms in crypto. Me and Damien says Dusk for a long. PMO says paying him in Road Dog and Cooter. That sounds like taking something out in trade. Trying to throw the cooter on him. Let's take a look at BW says Dusk. See if what's going on over here with Dusk. Oh, that's well, I'm on the 6 minute. Let's zoom out. I don't want to be on too small of a time frame. Nice. 666 moving average. Double support, triple support. 800, 600, 360. We at least try to get back over to this within this range, right? While we try to turn around. That's what it looks like it's trying to do, is trying to turn around, and maybe it can. Climbing up through the moving averages after bouncing off of these. That's usually a good sign, especially on a bigger time frame like the 4 hour. Let's follow some standard trend lines here, and then that's going to be the tricky part. Trying to get, either we get back, we didn't get back in it last time, came back down, but can it go back up there again? At some point, she might be able to go back in there, make a bear trap. That would be awesome. Let's see what we can get as far as trend lines go over here in the other direction. There's something there. Let's come from the top. I think we already addressed this one. Oh, that's nice. Nice trend line. Nice retest of it, even though it did make a lower low. Let's see what on the 4 hour, that's when it went down to the 800 moving average. Okay, so we got the old cowboy hat kind of formation down here, and that's the old kind of dirty Sanchez variation, double bottom over here. They're a little tricky. I mean, it sometimes it's good, you know, and then sometimes there's you get the middle finger with a little surprise on it. So the old dirty Sanchez. We don't want to get the finger part. The finger part under the nose of the dirty Sanchez, not what we want. But we will take the double bottom part. So if you look at it from the scenario of us trying to make, you know, some kind of W type pattern, we should be coming up here around, what, 9, a little under 10 cents. And if we can get that, then we got the idea that we can take a no dirty Sanchez measure move over here to come back up and talk to these guys. And what's that, about 11.8, something like that? This is just taking measure moves. No fibs were involved. This is just strict pattern trading ideas over here, except for the dirty Sanchez is patent pending. It's a road dog thing. Cowboy hat, finger, cussy emoji, and the, yeah. All right, so nice breakout, nice retest of that, nice possible double bottom forming. It would need, it's got a lot to do over here in these areas. So short term, I don't know that I'd be looking for too much more over here, but she might come back and have to get a second retest over there. So it looks like it can move up about at least a penny just based on that idea. If we were to pull our fibs out. Oh man, what happened? What the hell? We use our fib strategy idea over here, and oh man, maybe we should go local. I think we'll go local. From our highs of February to our lows of February. 382's coming in right over here about, yeah, right at 10 cents. And hopefully that one can get tapped. And our measure move comes over at the 600 or the 618. Hey, there's Confluence right there. And when I get Confluence, I like it. I start paying more attention to those areas. So there's a possibility that this might be the sweet one right here. This one's got Confluence, but that means it's got to come back into the pattern. And if it does, it could be a quick move up to there, to 11, right under 12 cents, 11.70. But man, I got it looks like it's going to have trouble over here about 10 cents though. It'd be in psychological resistance too. Let me put the dirty Sanchez back over there. And that's what I get on the 4 hour for it. So looking kind of interesting. Let's go look at the 15 and see what it looks like just for any entry ideas. Oh, nice. Look at you. Is that Adam, Eve, and her twin sister Lilith? Lilith's a real bitch from what I hear. I don't know, but that's just what I've always read. So when you get an Adam and Eve, do you take your measure move from the Eve butt cheek or do you take it from Adam's dingling? I'm asking for a friend because I don't know. Taking that bone press measurement right there from Adam's dingling kind of puts us back up here to higher high areas over about what, 9.7, closer to 10, a little bit Confluence with that idea. All right, you got a breakout from that neckline idea. I don't know why you call it a neckline for Adam's dingling though. If your neck is near Adam's dingling, I have to ask, what are you doing down there, sir? Or ma'am? Probably should be ma'am, right? This is why this is a late night show, people, because I can't control what comes out of my mouth. All right. But MACD looks great on Dusk for the daily chart. No, I wasn't even looking on the old Boomer daily chart. Oh, I didn't know you were looking at the Boomer charts. I got a Boomer trade. Okay, actually, yeah, that's good. That's sweet. That's a good point to bring up right there. I'm just walking it down 12 hour, 8 hour, still looking. They're all looking frisky, aren't they? All right. Well, if the daily's giving us that, maybe we will get that little, well, it's not as bad of a bear trap over here on the daily chart. Actually, when we come on the daily and I line it up with candle bodies, this may just be a mute point. Oh, hell. And there's the advantage of zooming the hell out. Things can make more sense, believe it or not. Look at that. So you haven't broken trend line. There's no bear trap to get back into form there. I mean, except for on smaller time frames. So daily, that's a nice strong trend line right here. I think you might have something right here, Damien. I think you might have one. Let's go take a look. This is on the 3-day, by the way. On the daily, now that we did that, let me tighten you up down here. Now we can. Okay, the 3-day chart made the angle, made the argument for that. On the daily, I still get a different angle, but I still get some resistance. It may take a slow start. In other words, it may take it a minute to a few days to jump around through here before it finally gets its move. That's kind of one of the interpretations I can get from that. Some other breakout ideas, some other trend lines. That's cool. I like it. Do I want to get into this trade? I like just locally here into the old. Don't forget the dirty Sanchez. Hey, Sanchez, where'd you go, man? Just you got to watch out for that finger, though. So how far? 8. Oh man, look. Stop losses down here at 8 cents, and we're at 8.75 cents. I think that's doable. What would our target look like? Oh yeah, we had it at 10 cents. That's not very much for Unless I crank up leverage. But I like the 11.7. And for me, well, I'd have to watch them both. They're taking partial profits, trying to take partial profits here. We'll take a look at you over here. Escalator. 5,000. Let's zoom out and get this little bastard set up again over here. Remember, we gotta watch you do this crap again? Uh-huh. You should always do this on the exchange you trade. I mean, it's good practice to do it on same exchange you trade on. The number's not going to line up the same. That's concerning. You're below the 786. Why is that? That's a little concerning. Makes me have to ask about this guy down here. But you are trying to do something. Let's just keep rolling with it. We do have a possible bottom anyway. Are you on? You're on log. Back that crap up. I'm on freaking log scale over here. Is that why everything looks so weird? Oh, you're still below. You're still below the damn 7/8. Okay. Oh, whatever. All right, now. Got it off the dang log scale. Let's get a few targets lined out over here. I think I'm going to change the music up if you guys don't mind. I think I'm going to put on Greedy High album. All right, so from high to low, this is our coulda, woulda, shoulda bought some. Smart money buy zone, I guess. I take it that way. The next target 9.9, 10.10. Yeah. All of our juicy little target spots right over here. All right, we did all that finagling. Now we can come over here and get our little trade setup thingy. On the 4 hour, I can now come down to the smaller ass time frame, like maybe a 1 hour or wherever I want to do this little guy from. Take our little trade setup or thingy. We got a trend line here on the bottom. Break that trend line. My idea is cooked. That gives me, okay, I can get a 4-to-1. Stop loss, 8% stop loss. That's a pretty deep stop loss for me right here. Come down to the 15 because we're getting away from my area. Oh, okay, yeah. Like, what did I see in this trade that made it look so yum? I'm still going to have to keep this. I mean, just to be safe. I'm trying to get some better habits too, and not get stopped out as too much as. Sometimes I can get these stop losses really tight, and then of course they get stopped, right? So, playing around with some strategies over here. The advantage of having a small account, a tawny ass account. So, how much am I going to lose? It shouldn't be that much at 0.08, right? Let's set you to. I'm going to set it to market. Make it a little bit easier for me. And we're looking at our target. I'm just going to lure you down to here. 11.4. All right, let's see if we can. I'm going to go in with just a little. I'm going to risk. This account keeps it smaller, so I'm going to keep my risk low. All right, well, we got a trade in. I got my stop loss down here. limiting what I lose. It's a small, tiny amount, and then I get to make about almost 4 times as much if we come up and hit that target, and it may take it a little while to do that. I may, as we come up to some of these areas, take a little partial profit, maybe 25%, maybe half of it, just depends. The only thing that I can control is what I'm willing to lose, and that's the only way that I can control whether this account grows or shrinks. I can only control if I hit the buy or sell button, and how much that I decide to get out at, or how much I want to take off, or what I can limit to what I can lose. We could be up like 500%, and I could nope, I think it can go to 1,000% because I'm a greedy bastard, and watch it come all the way back down to just 25%. But I had the options. You wouldn't have had the options. But what did you do? So we can only do what we can control, right? And what we can limit, and when we can press the buy button. That's the only things that we can do in this market. She's got a good chance to come up there. All right, let's go back over to the old Bitcoin chart. What are you doing, Bitcoin? You're hanging around like what are you doing? 67,500. This, I don't even recognize you on the 1 hour. This looks foreign to me. Why does this look so weird? There's nothing over here that I can look at. This is old stuff. Shoot, I just need a clean chart. This is on the 1 hour, and again, some of the ideas I'm looking at. Resistance up ahead. Kind of makes that look like the swing failure pattern in the retest. That doesn't give me too much of a vote of confidence. Have we got confidence on the angle? You do through here. Not so much through here. So that's more sideways. Other than that, we just got converging angles over here. And then this other idea that we've been pointing out, this idea, or one of the variations of it. Yeah, so I think it was this one, the one that we were actually looking at. It was this trend line right here with a nice little retest. I think I'll keep this idea in effect over here. So we're trying to move up through these gosh darn moving averages, and it's making some progress. We're just going up over the 360, the 666, trying to work our way up to the 800 on the 1 hour here. Just trying to do some stuff. Matty Ghost, thank you, my man. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for your support of the channel right there. Matty Ghost says, is it a short? Wow, how much more can grass go down? Last time I looked, it's somewhere around 30 cents, 20 something cents, 30 cents. I'm like, wow, that went down a lot. We'll take a look at grass, and I see Society S is asking for GeoNet, and then we got Anita's back. Okay, that's 3 coins we can look at right there. Take a look at grass, and we'll take a look and thank you, Maddie. Thank you for the $2 super chat. GeoNet and ladies. Let's take a look at grass. Let's see, we got grass spot on Bybit. Let's see. Whoa. Is it for a short? It looks like it's working for a short right now is what it looks like right there. It's still, wait a minute, go back over to that time frame. Here it is on the 4 hour. Let's take a look. 800 moving average. That was a nice run up. This is good that it's doing it because the moving averages are flipping. So yeah, it got rejected over here, and sometimes you can see it happen and it can go above the 800. Like sometimes we think it's just going to roll over at the 800, and it did here, but they can go up above it. And that's a good time. That is probably it right there before he gets this bigger retest. So we'd want to look for 382, maybe a 0.5 Fibonacci, but paying a lot of attention to the 382, which we're right at it right now. So I would say to keep your eyes open for a short. I don't know that right now is the time to go into it, because I think it might bounce back up a little bit closer to 30 cents before it rolls over into it with this cloud. It's testing the Lucy line here on the 4 hour, so there could be some support there. Got some bullish crossings going on over there. I would say more than likely what we're going to end up doing is making some kind of double top and a correction. It looks to me, Elliott, can we get you out here? I think you got a 5-wave count over here. I think we got an Elliott. Oh no, Elliott thinks it's a 4-wave. I'm just looking for a correction. ABC. Elliott thinks it can still do something similar if it goes a lower higher. Okay, so Elliott seems to think we're on the 4-wave. You're counting from wave here? How the hell does that work, Elliott? I don't see it that way. I can see it like this, though. I can see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can see that. Oh, God. Have you guys ever watched Elliott Wave traders? I mean, people who are really Elliott Wave traders. I mean, it's interesting, and you can definitely learn a lot there. And just their take on how they use fibs and things like that, and their structure, and the different formations, because it can get a little deeper than some of the Cliff Note versions that we use here, which is really all you, in my opinion, that's all you need to kind of is the basics. And the rule is you're looking for, and you can tell who's familiar with this and who's not. A lot of times by how many lines that they draw when they're doing price actions and things like that. But typically you got three moves up and then 2 in a corrective wave. So we're going up 3 waves. The rules of the game are, this is 1, this is 2, this bigger one would be a 3. For the 4 wave, it cannot touch the top of the 1. All right, so your 1 and 2 can't be below 1. It can't cancel that one out or go lower. So, and then your 3 wave can't touch over your 1 wave. They can't touch. If there's got to be some kind of gap there. If that happens, then you probably got a 3 wave or working on a 4 wave going up for your final wave, which can be equal to or higher. And that's just kind of the basics of it. But they've also got some triangle formations and things, how they play with triangles. I mean, it can get kind of deep. It's a rabbit hole. But to watch it, I watch one that comes in on Bitcoin, Andy BitConsensus channel. I guess he's got a partner with his channel now, and they do separate streams. But it's interesting. But you'll sit there and watch them, and they just go over every possible scenario, because it can be predictive, but it's this, or it could be this, or could be. It's fascinating to watch, but you got to sit there and oh my God, I'm going to sit here. You can talk for hours on Elliott Wave, and I should probably get off of it before we find ourselves here with a 5-hour stream. Let's move on with this is grass, so we're looking for it to come back, right? And we did have our fibs pool that I'd be looking for. That would be the first one. Right down here would be the second one I would want to take a closer look. And when I say take a look at the fibs, we want to see it come down and then on smaller time frames see it do some kind of bottoming pattern. A W, a triple bottom, an Adam and Eve, inverted head and shoulders, something, a fallen wedgie, something. Or catch a line of support, like if it went sideways and then came right over here, that would be a good sign. Like if she just messed around and then ended up over here, I'll take that. That gives me a good entry regardless. Against my trend line and the fib, hell yeah, get over a 9-moving average and I'm ready to go. So yeah, I do think it would be pulling back around 25 cents. To enter a short though, since you're at support, that would be a little tricky. If it's at a 382, it can come up for a higher low and then do some stuff. And again, you're also looking at the Elliott. Elliott thinks it's going to the upside. Did Elliott say where it was going to bounce though? Yeah, he doesn't know either. So it can bounce here, or it can bounce here, or it can bounce here, and it could. But we just don't know. So now you're seeing what I was. No, you're not seeing exactly what I was saying. Elliott, you just confuse everything. We're going to get off of you. All right, so grass. So for a short, the question was for a short. And so, yeah, technically, yeah, you do. The best place would have been when we lost Trendline at 30 cents or 2 cents down. It looks like we could come back up a little bit and then roll back over. I would be looking for that idea. But keep in mind, Elliott seems to be with his wave count. You know, it might just come down a little bit more before we bounce, right? And then we got one more wave up. So that would be the caution thing. Hopefully that made some kind of sense. I feel like I went over 2 different scenarios there. I'm not trying to be confusing, but as far as you definitely got some bearish divergence in the smaller time frames. Let's go up to the 1 hour. You got some bearish divergence here too. So I kind of like the bigger time for like the 1 hour. And we'll see, we lost that. I think that we got a good chance to come down a little lower. But I could be totally wrong, man. This could be setting up nice. But I'm liking that 25 cent area. But I think we might come up a little bit before we get there, if that makes sense. Elliott, are you still doing your 5-way thing over here? Yeah, so, but you got to juxtapose that with this idea that Elliott thinks that we still got one more big ass wave up, and we could if we don't tap this guy at 25 cents. We can at 25.4. As long as we don't come back to that one, we got a chance. All right, let's take a look at ladies over on KuCoin, right? Take a look at it on the 4 hour. Still sideways. Ladies is kind of same place it was yesterday, just still sideways. Hoping that we're waiting for it to break up above this kind of curved yellow line I've got. And she's making higher lows. Nice retest of the Adam and Eve pattern over here. And just got to go for these higher highs now. It's like she might come down a little bit before she wants to do that. So it's just ranging a lot like Bitcoin and everything else. And what was the other one? Geode. I have not looked at Geode that I know of. All right, so this one, I don't see it on major exchanges. Let's see if we can get it. That's the market cap. Last node circulating supply. I don't think I'm looking at the right thing over here. Oh, here we go. Is it GeoNet? GeoNet. There we go. I found it. Mexi's gotcha. A very tricky one. Himosabi. So she's all the way at bottom, same bottom she had in August of 2024, right around 12 cent area. Looks like it's trying to curve. I like that. Should be an accumulation zone. So we'll take her from our high of February 25, bring our fibs all the way down here, lay out a few areas. Accumulation zone where your smart money should be accumulating right through here. So building bags and playing within this range of about 12 to 16, 17 cents. Got a range of about 42% to build a bag. Quite decent, not bad. Let's scale this down. Go to the high that we had in September of last year. And you're still in the very, very good discount zone. Confluence right here on our 236 and our new 618 fib pool when we scaled it down. That's a good area to go for right there. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Well, let me back up on the daily. Not above the 9 moving average yet, so I don't have anything good to say yet other than higher lows. I mean, getting above the 9 moving average is one of my key things to look for, especially on a daily if you want to Want to feel better about being positive on your smaller time frames, you want to see it above the non-moving average on the daily, changing trend or on a positive trend. So it's trying. It is above it on the 4 hour, so we can give you a thumbs up for that. Broke a trend line ideas for bodies anyway, right? Got rising price, but we got a little bit of fall in volume. I don't know how authentic this price action is. You got to be a little cautious. You want to see an influx of volume on your breakouts if you want them to be successful. Otherwise, you get those little breakouts that kind of go up and then they can come down and they ride the leg to the downside and do crap without the volume there on a good day. But nice. We got. Yeah, that's a possible Adam and Eve kind of formation that didn't take out. But you got nice bottoms is going over here. Might be an Adam and an Eve and her twin sister. And right over here be your neckline at our main target that we got right there, 1430. So it looks like she's trying. She's going to have some struggle, but it'll probably be more struggle right around the 14 cent area. But I think, I don't see anything wrong with having a trade in on this one. The 4 hour, you got a nice little entry right there. Come down to the smaller time frames. You're like, oh man, I missed it. Now it's at the 200 moving average. Why do I always miss everything? It looks that way. Not about it. If it pulls back, what's it going to do? Drop a quarter of a penny? So not a bad thing. Just don't want to think that way. And it might do it. It is common for things to come back when they break out, to come back to the area that they break out of on your diagonal lines. That's one thing to look at. Take care with drawing your lines or whatever. But possible rollover here, a little bit short term, but it's still within a very small range. Okay, it only falls down like maybe 2% there on spot on the 36-minute time frame if it does. So yeah, I would watch this one. Now if we want to get real picky and go to candle bodies and things and say, oh, we're still at rejection, we're still at resistance and we're just rolling over from it, and yeah, that can be true too. But still, it's within about a 1 penny range right through here that we're in. So you're in accumulation zone and there's a double bottom forming. This is a good time to slowly accumulate. However you want to do it, DCA or limit orders set in there, pyramiding in, whatever your strategy is. Most of the time, when I'm doing position trading and I'm playing within these areas, my strategy is to pyramid. And I'll have layered limit buys and bigger buys on the bottom of the range, right? And if you're able to, with the exchange you're using or whatever, put your stop losses and stuff like that. You can put, a stop loss lower. Some things you can do that, sometimes you can't. All right, Geo. So interesting. Ollie says, I think I have a new idea. I may have an album in it. May have an album in it? And there's Anita. Okay, so you saw ladies then, right? Cool. Jungle Tune needs a cool video. Sauce gave me acid reflux. I hate that. Got that crust on the sauce, got that drip on my feet. Pizza rolla. That sounds like a blazing tambo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 21 people hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being here.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
It's time for us to get back to Bitcoin. And here on what's the 36 minute? See the ribbon flipping going on? Where price is trying to. Still got some work to do even on these smaller time frames, but it's trying to. So I'm curious to see what Bitcoin is, if we're going to get a nice run up. It's starting to look like we're trying to. Like they're trying to break us out of this range, and that's what I'm watching for. And this range has sucked, man. This range has sucked. It's been so choppy through here, so low liquidity. I mean, the manipulating whales and big bags are out here are having all the fun, in my personal opinion, shaking everybody out of little scalp trades and little boring FOMO trades and stuff that we get into over here. Because it's just whiplash, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And unless you got a strategy that you're employing where you're actually getting up here and skimming off of these top areas, selling those top areas and getting some good buy-ins, that's some of these, you know, you have more luck in the mid areas, I think, but you gotta have drawdown. So, I mean, it's tricky. So, I mean, either wait till we hit 60, between 62 and 64 and try to short around 70 as best that you can, or you're stuck in the middle and trying to play, and that's where all the chop comes. So you got to be patient to wait for these setups, and that's something that a lot of us just don't have. Or, you know, and especially if emotions or something gets into it, when you're up at these tops, it feels like it's just going to keep on going. Like, this is it. This is the one. And then you got the YouTuber, let's set the flag to the upside. It could be going. And you got these big ass targets going somewhere crazy. Like, you know, you got some target. I got a flag. It looks to be a possible flag to the upside up here, you know. You got all that stuff going on at these areas that you should be looking at possibly shorting, especially if we're in range territory. And that's one of the things that makes it hard. And then sometimes it takes them a while to start doing their little thing. Here it happened kind of soon, happened kind of quick. Lately it's been happening a little quicker, right? We say, except for this last little consolidation we had. I don't think I need all these purple boxes on there. But I do think it looks like it's trying, you know, we do have a retest of this breakout trend line. We got a nice solid trend line over here. I would think that as we go into the Friday, as we go into Wednesday and Thursday, that maybe it looks like we're starting to get a little pickup. So I'm kind of seeing that we're more on this side of the moving averages than not. We'll probably continue to do that. And we made a higher high. We made a higher low. We're working on making another higher high above this guy. If you wanted to see a target that I would pick for your higher high targets, short term, I'd be looking at 70,006, possibly even 71,187. So if I had to guesstimate a nailed it target for tomorrow, and it doesn't really even sound like that much, but maybe 70,006. Maybe we can do that. Hopefully we go hopefully, and I'll say hopefully we go past these. But my second one, I guess would be right here at 71,100. But that still doesn't get us past these guys over here. That's really what we need to be working on, is taking this guy out over here at 72, basically about 72,300. That's the main one that we've got to take out right there. But you can see the ribbon flipping, price starting to come around it. We just got to see more of these bullish crosses. And I think we might be working on a little bit of a relief rally and see if we can get up there. Targets around $80,000 right in that area are still legit. Come right back over and retest these areas right over here. Could be doing that. Might go a little higher. I don't know. But we do have a falling channel when you take this into account, right? And these are bullish. The falling channels are bullish, 64% chance they break to the upside. But how long they stay in the channel, and you know, that we don't know. So it's trying. The higher highs are a little sign. The breaking of trend lines over here, a little sign that we're trying, right? Every little diagonal that we can get above and start working our way up, it's stair stepping its way up. All right, thank you for hanging out, everybody. I'm going to the end screen. We'll listen to some music there. I'll catch up with the chat. We'll probably take a look at we'll probably have some good ass coffee before we do, and take a look at Avi's video again. In the meantime, for our sponsors, because gosh darn it, I forgot to do that.
Crypto Cowboys, Moon or Alimony Bags. Subscribe to Road Dogg Crypto now. Like or bear eats ya. Better call Road Dogg. She gets house, I keep ape. Fair? No.
And some good ass coffee.
morning's gray, the clock's a foe. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow.
Good ass coffee.
As coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up.
Good
is
ass
coffee in your cup. Sip it smooth, feel the rush. Oh, darling, nothing else can hush the blues that brew till the sun pops up.
Good ass coffee! It's the boldest, best coffee you'll ever have. Get your good ass coffee today!
And I think I have to do it from here. Here's FOMO Funeral.
Ding dong. Ding dong. I light a candle for every pump I missed. Little screenshot coffin laid out like this. FOMO in a black suit carrying the weight of the coin that's now worth a house and a date. I stand at the grave in my pajamas and socks, crying over pixels while I sip cheap coffee. FOMO funeral. Ding dong. Missed it again. Ding dong. FOMO funeral. Ding dong. Missed it again. Ding dong. Another green spike, another funeral bell. Another should have bought, another private hell. I bury the hope, I bury the dream, I bury the chance to be on the winning team. The eulogy short, just a sigh and a shrug. Another pump gone, another missed drug. FOMO funeral. Ding dong, missed it again. Ding dong, FOMO funeral. Ding dong, missed it again. Ding dong.
There it is.
I could close the
It's
app.
about taking control.
I could go to sleep. I could do anything, but I'm
This good ass
here
coffee is out of this
mourning
world.
coins that never knew my name. Hoping 20T sleeps brings a resurrection game. FOMO funeral. Ding dong, missed it again. Ding dong, FOMO funeral. Ding dong, missed it again. Ding dong. Ding dong.
Stupid. Yeah, here we go again. Charts in free fall. Red like my ex's lipstick. I'm still buying more. Swear it's a dip to flip trick. Leverage at 10x. Calling it calculated risk. But my portfolio screaming, bro, you're on the list. Friends text, tell you idiot. I reply, nah, I'm good. Watching my life savings turn to firewood. Averaging down like a genius in denial. But deep down, I know I'm just styling on trial. One more ad, tell myself this is the bottom. But the bottom keeps dropping, I'm looking like a problem. Stats say stop, brain says double it up. Guess who's laughing now? Me, the king of fuck up. Doubling down on stupid, pouring gas on the fire. Call it strategy when my bags expire. Averaging in the hell, think I'm playing it cool. But I'm the meme lord now, breaking every rule. Doubling down on stupid games, risky as hell. Watching my account turn into a funeral bell. Doubling down on stupid, sell, roast, yeah, that's me. Catch me losing it all on live TV. Margin call ringing like an angry X at 3 a.m. I hit ad funds instead of hitting the gym. It's just a shakeout, it'll come back strong. But the shakeout shaking me right out my song. Altcoins already ghost, Bitcoin's coughing up blood. I'm still here feeding the beast, calling it love. One day I'll laugh about this, post a screenshot. Doubling down on stupid, 10 out 10 would do it again. Every red candle's a slab, I didn't see. But I lean in harder like bring it with me. Fears in the group chat, doubts in my DM.
but I'm still doubling down, living my means. Doubling down on stupid, pouring gas on the fire. Call it strategy while my bags expire. Every in a hell, think I'm playing it cool, but I'm the meme lord now, breaking every rule. Doubling down on stupid, gang, stupid, risky as hell. Watching my account turn into a funeral bell, 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 bell. Doubling down on stupid, self rose, yeah that's me, you. Catch me losing it all on live TV. Hey, why do we do this? Chase the falling knife like it owes us a kiss. Call it patience when it's really just pride. Turning bad decisions into a full-time ride. One day I'll sell, take the L, post a cry. But tonight I'm doubling down, way vital my supply. By way, stupid's my brand now, wear it like a crown. Doubling down on stupid, hold it down. Doubling down on stupid, pouring gas on the fire. Call it strategy while my bags expire. Have a rig in a hella, think I'm playing it cool, but I'm the meme lord now, breaking every rule. Doubling down on stupid, gang, stupid, risky as hell. Watching my account turn into a funeral bell, 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 bell. Doubling down on stupid, self roast, yeah that's me, you. Catch me losing it all on live TV. Doubling down on stupid, still doubling.
Chasing that high, grease my poison, watch my dream fly by. Stupid moves stacking like a bad trip, spin overdosed on altcoins. Where do I begin? With the market laughing, feel the crash come down. Grease my bad habit, wear me like a crown. I overdosed on altcoins. Oh, stupid highs, let the lessons grow. Yeah, altcoin overdose. Pull my bag with memes. Thought I was clever. Greed whisper sweet, but it lasted never. Bought the top like a fool in the haze. Altcoin overdose, lost in the maze. Stupid FOMO hits, chasing every gleam. Grease my drugs, shattering the dream from moonshot hopes to the floor's cold bite. Overdose on altcoins, no end in sight. The high's a lie, the crash is real. Grease the thief.
Thank you guys for hanging out. God bless you. Jesus loves you. See you on the next one. Good luck in your trading. May your trading be blessed.